Michael Delman. I'm the CEO of a company called Beyond Booksmart, which teaches people how to be more effective in managing their executive function skills. When I met Kevin a couple of years ago now, we weren't really thinking about scalability in a formal sense. We just knew we wanted to grow. But the closest we were coming to a real conversation of scalability had to do with this development of an online platform or portal that would enable us to reduce operations costs and integrate various functions of the company under one platform, as Rachel says, to rule them all. So that was kind of all we had going. But our model was very unscalable. It was one-to-one coaching, very intensive, and no commitment on the part of our customers, no real commitment. So one of the things Kevin did, and Rachel's more the expert than I am on how we did it, but when we went through the evaluation process, it became apparent that our membership model or recurring revenue was not something we could rely on. There was no monthly recurring revenue at all. It was zero. So on all of our drivers, we had some good scores, and some of them were quite high scores on the assessment. But the zero on recurring revenue, it was a little shocking to Kevin. To me, it was a shrug of the shoulders because I didn't even see how we could do it. I didn't even think it was possible. How do you get recurring revenue when your product is so idiosyncratic and you need to be flexible and adjust to the customer? And Kevin was shaking his head politely, but shaking his head that I needed to think differently. Fast forward, that's the only thing we sell now is memberships. People commit to a minimum amount that we call the foundation period of coaching, and then it just auto bills. They're on auto bill after that, and they just keep going. So in terms of driving up kind of customer retention, also not just retention, but utilization rate. So we're having more predictable revenue. So not just longer term, but predictable. Those are two of the biggest changes that we've made. And, there are other things too. The customer success director, Kevin, is something I could probably talk all day about that. But I think the shift to membership was a huge value add for us.